about ESG, that we need to adapt the regradable or replaceable materials like packaging materials and something like that. Besides this, the innovations may also require some safety concerns because these things are inherited into the human body. Take an example like sucralose. Sucralose is really widely used in food industry, but if you say that we want to use it into our e-liquid and to the NGPs, that we know there are concerns because at high temperature it may degrade into some harmful substances. And we want our innovations to be sustainable, and it may bring us the positive feedback loop, but not versus. So we also need to care about the business outcomes, that it's always be motivated into the right direction. Then my suggestion would be that, except for the ESG concerns like EEE and some other regulatory requirements or the green factory requirements and the carbon footprint calculations, these are also what Hangsen are devoting all the time. We also care about the product safety, and we want to push this innovation forward to the right direction.
Yeah, fascinating. So are you working on alternatives to sweeteners other than sucralose, or looking at different raw materials that could help advance that safety of liquids?
Yes. So as an e-liquid manufacturer, Hangsen is always doing some development and researches on the key components, or we call it the key module of the e-liquid, like sweeteners and the cooling agents, and also nicotine salts. And these ones would, so before we introduce everything new into the product, and we analyze if they are safe. So we know that we introduce some good things from the other industry, like food industry, pharmaceutical industry, or something like that. There are also the technologies that we introduce into the devices, and we know that all these ones have to be carefully estimated if they are safe, and if they are environmental friendly, and if they are compliant.
Interesting.
The Research Institute compliance investigations is a key task for us. And Hangsen has selling the products to more than 80 countries. However, we have kept the compliance profile for 170 countries all the time. So not like the device companies or branding companies that they have to maintain the very complicated device specifications. So for us, it's so easier for us because we maintain the requirements of substances in the e-liquid, and then we notice that if there would be something that are allowed in this market but not allowed in the other market, this is very important to us. So nevertheless, we also have kept chasing the feedback from each end market, because if you may notice that the compliance requirement and the end market, so the real requirement would be somehow different. We notice a gap, but we also try to lift our requirements to a higher standard. So this is from the broader concept of how we maintain our compliance profile for each end market, and we also analyze the requirements for the, for example, the factories and how the plant and the hygiene standards would be, and this also falls into our compliance profiles. And I think what needs to be highlighted is that we have also noticed one thing that helped us to adapt one action for this year is that Hangsen is trying to link the supply chain to push or to bring our partners to be compliant from the raw material to the Athens producers, to our e-liquid manufacturers, and to the device manufacturers, and then to the branding companies. So compliance requirement is not one thing that, again, it's not one thing that one company can calculate on its own. So we have to bring all the concerns for the whole supply chain and try to, sometimes we educate our suppliers, and we have also been educated by our clients, and we hold our hands to get the great concept to know how we can lift this standard higher to be more compliant, and then to help our clients, help us, and also help our suppliers to to create better business outcomes.
Perfect. So taking a holistic approach to compliance and working with the entire supply chain to ensure as close as possible to total compliance across the entire chain.
Yeah, for example, I can take one example. For nicotine salt, for example, we have investigated more than 100 nicotine salt formulations, and by some investigations, we have selected 7. Why we have so many nicotine salt formulations is that we noticed that in different end markets, and the nicotine salt specifications and requirements might be different, and it may also lead to the labels and other things to be changed. And this is one example that how we try to use the compliance requirement to guide our product innovation.
Fascinating. Definitely not easy work, but it's worth doing.
Well, a lot of work.